Also, I would like to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahawah Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Harakatwadash. I would also like to give a double honors unto the apostles, elders, bishops of Great Millstone that have taught me this truth, and I would also like to say a sincere shalom unto the hopeful elect that are scattered throughout the four winds of the earth, unto the servants, the prophets, the men that are prophesying and laboring in this truth and this doctrine. Unto you I say shalom. New World Order agenda, you see it. All right, UN Agenda 21, 2030 mission goals. These are the things that the New World Order, I mean not the New World Order, the Esau, all right, the wicked elite that run this world, run this wicked world. This is their goals. All right, this is the NWO in a nutshell. This is what they're trying to accomplish, and they're going to do any and everything to accomplish it. If they don't give a shit, who gets in the way? Okay, but we know through the spirit, through prophecy, that they're not gonna accomplish it. America's not gonna win this world war. All right, they may accomplish a lot of these things on this list, but it's going to come to a point where once the elect is sealed, the destruction happens. All right, Yahawashi comes back, delivers the elect, and takes his man out and puts an end to this his new world order, even a thought of a new world order, because a new world order is going to be Yahawashi ruling in the kingdom of heaven here on earth. All right, so I'm gonna go, through the list and just pull out some precepts. But this is, we got these devils. We, the prophets, through the spirit of Yahawashi, we see what this devil's trying to do. All right, and they don't got to put a list out. It was revealed through prophecy, through the spirit. Okay, and they're just getting so bold. They don't give a shit. They're not trying to hide their wickedness anymore. They're not trying to hide their agenda. All right. It says one world government. We already know what that's about. That's one world government, one world currency, one world central bank, one world military. This is part of that image of the beast. All right. One world government, democracy. Okay. And everything that transgenderism, all these liberal ways of life are going to be in that image of the beast, a part of that one world government. So if you bug up against it, you bug up against the one world currency, you're going to be deemed the enemy. All right. And, Esau's, they're either going to kill you, all right, or they're going to just cut you off from society. Okay. Because everything in this society is going to be attached to that CHIP. All right, I'll finish go down the list. The end of national sovereignty. All right, so no one will be sovereign. All right, I live in a sovereign country. All the nations of the world are going to be under one umbrella. That's what they want. Okay, but this list is going to be accomplished through several steps. Okay, like in that movie, Leave the World Behind. What was the first one? I'll get it. Hold on. I know one of them was chaos, civil war. Let me see. Isolation, disabled communication, synchronized chaos, civil war. Okay, that's how you destabilize a country. And these are some of the steps that this devil's going to do. We don't know how the disabling of the communication is going to come, but it's going to come in several forms, whether it's EMP, attack on multiple satellites. It's going to come, which is going to bring the chaos. All right, with all these things must happen for these devils, for the wicked elite to usher in their new world order. It says the end of all private owned property, the end of the family unit, and the family unit amongst our people, Israelites, have been destroyed already. Going back to the women's rights, that was a big blow to the family structure of the Israelite family. All right, once you remove the father out of the home, all right, and that was the main objective for Esau to do: remove the father, and then the state, then raises the child. Okay, you're put in Esau's school system where you're indoctrinated with their ways of life, with their ideologies. Okay, well, it says that in the list. Okay, but that amongst other things, all right, drug epidemics, all type of things. It's all type of wicked devices that contributed to the end of the family destruction. All right, depopulation, control population growth, and popularity density. Mandatory, multiple. I don't want to say it, but and you see what's going on with that. All right, that 2020 or 2021 when they brought these things out. Hey, they it was you get it or you die. That's that's the mindset of these wicked ass rulers. That's what they were thinking. And now every year, every 6 months, they want you to get an updated shot. All right, that's part of their New World Order. These are steps that they're going to take, that they're taking, and in their mind they're thinking 2030. Hey, they're on borrowed time right now. So Lord can speed this shit up and hey, have this whole have Esau push this whole thing within a year or two or less time than that. It says universal basic income. All right, and that is basically giving you free money at a cost though. All right, because whatever this devil gives you is always a catch. This devil's not just giving you anything for free. There's always a catch with it. Okay, just like the churches. You all right? They're tax exempt. So all the money they collect through offerings they get to keep tax free. But what's the catch? They can't teach certain things. They can't really teach the Bible. Okay? They can't teach about certain things in the Bible. What's the catch? Of course, Esau will give you any amount of money as long as you keep the people dumb and stupid and ignorant. All right? But the universal basic income is coming, where it's nothing but a snare. Where yes, they'll give you $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 a month to help you with whatever your inflation, hyperinflation, help you with your bills. But eventually, that's going to be attached to the next thing on the list. And what that only makes sense. I didn't make this list. I just found it on Reddit, but I saw it and began to read it. And these are the things that's happening, and that are going to happen. And we don't have to look through the list. We can know this through the scriptures, through prophecy, of what this man has done in his past and what he's continued to do. Microchip society for purchasing. That's the kicker right there. Purchasing, because you can't, in order to do the next thing, to travel, tracking and controlling, but in order to travel, you got to purchase a ticket. So you can just dismiss the other two things on there because the purchasing is going to attach you is going to attach you to this society. All right, and without that, you won't be able to use that universal basic income. You won't be able to participate in society. All right, now of course I'm gonna get the scriptures in Revelation 13, where it says that those that don't bow down to the image shall be killed, and that obviously there's going to be some people that don't take it that are going to be killed, but also it means that you're going to be cut off from society. All right, let me see. Implement a world social credit system like China has. China is the pilot program for the New World Order. All right, everyone has a social credit score. You can't if you jaywalk, your face, and they got facial recognition. So if you jaywalk or you do a small a minor offense, a misdemeanor offense, they're going to send you a ticket and you're going to have to pay it. And you don't even have to pay it. They're going to just deduct it from your bank account. All right, that's that's this wicked New World Order that this devil is trying to set up. That he's going to like I said, implement to a certain degree. Trillions of appliances hooked into the 5G monitoring systems, Internet of Things. And when I read that, I thought about it because I got a little while ago, maybe 2 years ago, I got a new washer and dryer, and my washer and dryer, they have the ability to hook up to the internet. And you don't think about these things at first, like, okay, yeah, all right, hook up to the internet. You can they have an app. Everything in your home eventually is going to have some type of app where you can hook up to the internet. All right, the not just the Alexa shit, but everything. Okay. Let me see. Government raised children, and that was a part of the that goes up to the fourth or seventh part on the end of the family unit, because when you remove the father from the home, the Israelite home mainly, all right, the mother's a single mother, okay, but the government raising them, they put on all these government assistance programs, EBT, WIC, and all that shit. So the government is it also through the school system. That's how the government raises the children. All right, they indoctrinate them with all this American history and so-called American values, which aren't aren't what our children should be learning. Our children, the values that our children should be learning to come from the scriptures, come from the law. All right, government owned and controlled schools, colleges, and universities, and that goes along with the curriculum. There's all these these colleges, these schools will only get a certain amount of assistance or grants unless they come under the curriculum is what the government wants to be pushed. All right, the end of private transportation, owning a car, and they're trying to do that right now with the big push on everyone getting electric. They want to do away with gas cars by this date. That's going to be hard. All right, they're going to have to give a lot of incentives out, or they're going to have to give something. Okay, but also owning a car or having a driver's license is going to be tied to that MOTB. Okay, so yeah, you got a car, but you won't be able to drive that car without a digital ID eventually, and the digital ID is going to be attached to the MOTB. So if you're one of the chosen and you have a car, you ain't not gonna take the MOTB. Therefore, your driver's license will be void. So if you get caught driving a car, it's more than likely going to be a hefty fine because you're driving without a license. And I'm pretty sure they're gonna throw a crazy fine up there if you could, just to get people to, take that MOTB. The restriction of non-essential air travel, which is all businesses owned by government and corporations. All businesses owned by corporate. It's like all businesses owned by government / corporations. All right, and what took place during the pandemic when the government gave all these businesses, whether they needed it or not, these PPP loans that basically gave the government some type of ownership. Okay, because the government can say, well, all right, we want all our money back unless you do this, unless you do that. Okay, or you have to put cashless registers or self checkouts in your stores, or we want our money back. All right, or we're not gonna even though we forgave your loans, we're gonna renege on that, and now we want our money. The government is tricky. They can do whatever the hell they want. Okay, the restriction of non-essential air travel. That goes along with the MOTB. Okay, the human beings concentrated into human settlement zone cities. All right, 15-minute cities. Okay, where everything that they say you need is going to be in a vicinity of 15 minutes. Hold on, Slovakia. Bear with me 1 second. Let me see something. Okay, Slovakia. The end of single family homes. And hey, that's I don't know how they're gonna do that, but they could more than likely raise the taxes. Okay, have a lot of you have a lot of foreclosure homes because rent is becoming crazy. So it's Esau. These devils have through their laws, through their policies, they have the control to take your home away if they want. You don't own anything. We don't own anything as it is. We don't own our cars. We don't own our homes. Whether you have the deed to your home or not, say you got a deed and you just pay property tax, you still don't own it. Okay? Esau is all type of executive orders and bullshit that they've passed through, years ago, decades ago, that you don't own anything. The ban of natural, synthetic drugs or neuropathic medicines. It goes back up to the top. Well, they even say it, the one world medicine. Okay, where you can't cure yourself. All right, there ain't gonna be no natural cures or any type of organic or taking herbs or any of that. If you want to be, if you want any kind of medical um, attention, you need medical attention. You have to go through them and go through their system. Okay, and this is that's what this devil's trying. That's what this devil's trying to do, and what they're going to do to a certain degree. Okay, because this devil has to come down with great wrath. All right, and him coming down with great wrath is them, fulfilling their new world order. Okay, let me grab Revelations 12, and I'm going to start at verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and the strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his anointed, Hamashiach. And the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. And that's the devil, Esau. All right, he puts these stumbling blocks, these devices, these wicked devices in our way so we can't stumble, so he can accuse us unto the Heavenly Father. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they love not their lives unto death. That's the elect. All right, that, when the time comes, when they implement these things, when they cut you off from society, when your job is telling you, hey, you have to get this device in order to continue to work here, and we're doing all these things for security purposes. We have so many migrants in this country. We need to know who's who. All right, that's another snare that they're putting out there. They make, pushing all these migrants out here. Eventually, something's going to happen, maybe some false flag attack, where they're going to say it's a matter of national security, where we need to identify everyone, which is going to start with the digital IDs and catapult into that MOTB. All right, the MOTB is going to come in so many different angles. It ain't just going to say, oh, hey, you get a digital ID, get an MOTB. It's going to be people that voluntarily take it, like the Neuralink. People are, they already had their first successful person get the Neuralink in them, so-called, because they probably been testing that shit for years. Okay, but eventually this is like gradualism, where they gradually, string you along, and before you know it, you in the line to get the MOTB, unless you have eyes to see, unless the Lord opens your eyes unto these prophecies. All right, opens your eyes so you can hear and understand the words of the prophets. Okay, let me see where I was at. Oh, back in Revelations 12:12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. And this devil, this whole list I just read, is going to, some of these things will come, all right, but and some of them, there's going to be resistance. All right, when it comes to that MOTB, it's going to be a lot of resistance. Therefore, this devil is going to come down in great wrath. He's going to come down with draconian laws. He's going to come down with, he's going to do things that's, where he's eventually going to have to get his hands dirty. He's going to have to put his hands on some of you niggas. He's going to have to make it really tough on you Israelites, okay? Because you don't want to get down. Not necessarily get down, but you don't want to get down with this new world order, okay? Let me see. Let me grab Job 5. I'll grab Job 5 first. Then I'm going to jump to chapter 20. Job 5:12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so they cannot perform their enterprise. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. They meet in darkness in the daytime and grope in the noonday at the night. Okay, so he taking the wicked. All right, the wise taking the wise, the wicked of this world, they're in their own craftiness. Okay, they're he's gonna disappoint their devices. All right, that they can't fulfill their enterprise. All right, when shit goes wrong for Esau, you know how they're saying everything that can go wrong will go wrong. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong in that day. Okay, when he's trying to fulfill his new world order, when he's trying to put the finishing touches on his new world order, it's not going to happen for him. Okay, all throughout our lives, we've seen this devil prevail. Okay, right when we think this devil's about to get exposed, hey, he puts another, he casts another a veil over the eyes of the people. Okay, when we think it's about to be World War III, this devil, does a deal with his foes, so it brings some type of peace, or this devil ain't gonna be able to get out of this shit at the end of the day. All right, let me grab Job 20 and let me see. Yeah, I start at 20. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. In the fullness of his sufficiency, when he thinks he's about to fulfill his new world order, when he thinks he's about to cross that finish line, then he's going to be in straits. He's going to be in a degree of difficulty. It said that every hand of the wicked shall be upon him, and the wicked is, I think it's talking about the workers, the slaves. Let me see, the wicked. What is the word? Laborers. Yeah, the wretched ones. Okay. That's the even these Edomites that are going to come um, that are going to come for this devil's neck. All right. When he is about to fill his belly, all right, that's when he thinks he's about to fulfill this new world order. The Most High shall cast fury of his wrath upon him, and he shall. What was that? Oh, what's up, man? All right, let me finish this lesson. When he's about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast fury upon his of wrath upon him, and he shall rain it upon him while he is eating. All right, so right when he's thinking he's about to fulfill his new world order, that's when the Lord is going to bring his wrath. All right, that's when like I said, everything that will go wrong, it can go wrong, will go wrong. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. That iron weapon is those missiles. Okay, the missiles, those ICBM missiles that are going to be shot on America. Okay, bear with me 1 second. Let me do something. All right, Salakia. So this devil, he thinks he has everything planned out, but his plans is not going to go as planned at the end of the day. All right. Let me see. Let me grab this. Psalms 10. 10 and I'm going to start at 2. The wicked in his pride doeth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. The wicked boasteth his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetousness whom the Lord abhorreth. By putting this out here, this devil is boasting his heart's desire. He's telling you at his UN meetings, at these what is that one meeting they just had in Davos, World Economic Forums. This is what their agenda is. Okay, this is what their secret council is about. All right, that Psalm 64, the secret council of the wicked. Esau's been planning this. Okay, all right, and it was written, it was prophesied. Okay, it's this Psalm 64 and 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. That's a secret counsel. People think that they just came up with this. This has been planned for years. Okay, for decades, maybe centuries, that these devils have been planning these things. Okay, we're going to do this one step after another. And they really think that they're going to fulfill this. They really think that, they got time to do this. It ain't going to happen. All right? The secret counsel of the wicked, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongues like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. Okay? That they may shoot in secret at the perfect, suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of laying snares. Privily they say, who shall see them? This prime example of a snare, universal basic income. That's a snare unto our people. Okay? because they know this devil. He does. It says he does a diligent search. Where is it? I'm about to read it. They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep. They do a diligent search, and they do a diligent search on the really Jake. All right, they try how they can manipulate Jake, how they can, get our people to give in, to denounce their power, to how they can confuse our people even more. All right, and we know this devil comes with all. It's going to come and has come with all kinds of snares and traps. All right, that's what he does. One of his main two devices are the sword and his deception. Okay, and in this case, I think he's going to use deception first and then the sword. All right, he's going to deceive you and get you, get you in a place of comfort. And if you don't get down with the New World Order, that's when he's going to use his sword. All right, because he would rather you Israelites, willfully take the MOTB versus him having to, send in troops and, even though that's going to happen. All right, because the resistance is going to come. The resistance of the New World Order is going to come. All right, it's going to come at different levels. You're going to have your Jakes that think they know something that's going to go out there with guns and arms and shit and get shot. Then you got your Edomites that really know what's up, and they're going to come against the government too, but they're going to resist the MOTB. But even they can resist all they want, they ain't going to receive salvation. Okay, but so you have levels of resistance that Esau is going to have to deal with. And that's when they're going to bring that that's when they're going to bring use that sword. All right, and their sword is going to come, in many levels. All right, I got a few more scriptures I want to grab. This is Daniel chapter 8 and 25, and a lot of these things are going to get passed through Esau's laws. Okay, the laws that they implement, the laws that they bring forth, these executive orders, okay, where you think, okay, you have constitutional rights, they have when there's martial laws declared in a country, the Constitution is thrown out of the window. All right, this is Daniel chapter 8 verse 25, and through his policies he shall cause craft to prosper in his hands, and a lot of these things are going to be pushed through by Esau's policies, by his laws. And he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. And we know the prince of princes is Yahawashi. He's going to be broken without hand, without the Lord has come with that angelic power that's going to destroy this devil and take him out. Okay, but before we get to this, he's going to use this crafty devices, crafty counsels, his wicked left-hand devices to, his sword also, which is going to push this agenda. Okay, let me get Isaiah 10. Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees and that right grievous which they have prescribed. And they're going to push more of these unrighteous decrees to turn aside the needy from judgment, to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. Okay, unrighteous decrees. All right, it's going to be either you do this or not, or you get down with this New World Order, or you don't eat. All right, or you don't participate in society. You won't be able to buy or sell without this device. All right, this is 2 Thessalonians 2, and I'm going to start at verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, that day shall not come, except their coming falling away first, for that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. The man of sin, Esau, Edom, the wicked, who the Bible speaks of. Put it like this. Look at all these things on this list. Who has the power and the ability to proceed with these things? It ain't Ishmael. It ain't the Ishmaelites. It ain't Ham. All right. And these are the nations. These are ain't the so-called Africans. It ain't the so-called Arabs. It ain't Elam. Okay. These are the Edomites. It ain't our people. Our people don't got no control to have one world government and push all these agendas, microchipping people and mandatory this and UBI and all that shit. It's only one people, all right, and the higher ups, the elites of these people, all right, the elites, the elites of the society, so-called white man, Esau, Edom. That's what who his line goes back to. Okay, through process of elimination, it's niggas out there talking about Esau ain't the so-called white man. Who is it then? Like the scripture says, Job 9:24. If not him, where and who is he? Okay, if it ain't Esau, all right. If it ain't your Rockefellers, your DuPonts, your Gettys, your Rothschilds that have the power to do this, who can? All right, you don't see any of them them Arab princes and shit doing none of this shit. They show up at the UN meetings and stuff, but they don't got no real say so. All right, it's Esau. All right. Let me finish this. Let no man deceive you by any means. Also, like I read that. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he is as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is a power. And once they accomplish all these things, or not say once they accomplish them, but as they try to accomplish these things, that ego, what is it? That demon in this devil, that proud demon in this devil that thinks he's the Most High, is going to grow. Where he's going to, once he starts getting that MOTB into people, he's really going to think that he's a power, because he can control your life. He can cut you off. He can enhance you, and he can increase you and decrease you. Okay, he can make you rich, make you poor. All right, the Most High is the only one that can do that. It's nothing for the Most High to make a poor man rich and a rich man poor. Okay, he can with this MOTB, he can take your life. Okay, so that's the power that this devil, is going to have access to on a small level, but he's going to think he's like the Most High. Remember ye not that when I was with you, I told you these things, and now ye know that withholdeth that he might be revealed in his time. Who's going to be revealed this time? This devil Esau. All right. For the mystery of iniquity doeth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. The wicked is clearly being revealed. All right. Like I said, who has the power, the money, the resources to even think about having a one world government? All right, one world currency, everything digital. This is Revelations 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. All right, and that image of the beast is part of that list. I'll bring the list back up. Let me see. The list back up. One world government. That's the image. That's part of the image of the beast. One world cashless currency. One world central bank. One world military. All right. These are all. Everything on this list goes along with that image. Okay. Amongst other things, transgenderism. All right. That's a part of that. Of course, democracy. All right. Verse 16, and I spoke on this earlier. It says should be killed. Yes, there's going to be people that are killed for not worshiping that image, but it also means you're going to be cut off from society. Okay, if you don't get down with this way of life, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. That's a physical mark. All right, you should know if you follow the truth, the 100% truth. You should know what that is by now. All right, it's nothing what these other guys are saying is. It's an actual physical mark, and it's going to go on your right hand, your left hand, forehead, wherever you have it in your body. There's a judgment for that written in Revelations, the 14th chapter, the 9th verse, and that no man might buy or sell save he had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. What does it say right here? Society for purchasing and traveling and controlling. Purchasing, okay? Buying and selling, okay? If you don't have that, you won't be able to buy or sell. Point blank, period. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. It could be this, and maybe it's this, all right? Oh, shit, I went to Genesis. Revelations 14. Because I said there was a judgment. There's a consequence. Okay? You think that you did all this bullshit and, you got UBI, you down with Esau's NWO, and you think you good? There's a consequence for that. All right? And the consequences is harsh. The consequences are personal. Doom for the worshippers of the beast. And a third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Okay? It's a personal judgment with Yahawashi Yahawashi. You take that, all right? Like me and the brother was talking last night, and he said, a Yasharallah is a government, all right, with Yahawashi being the head of that government. And when you accept this man's mark, you become a part of his government, all right? And it's consequences for that. Okay, the elect is a government, but Israel as a whole is a government in itself. Okay, the scripture said, "World without end." Okay, so this is the I just try to I don't want to make this too long, but this is the NWO in a nutshell. All right, and it's so much more depth into this that I could go into about how they're going to do this and do that. We don't know how some things are going to go down, but we understand their agenda, and we understand that they're going to use numerous wicked devices in order to achieve that. All right, so you Israelites that in the know that understand this truth, you have to have your eyes open and be circumspect. Let me grab one last scripture. 1 Peter 5:8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. There's devils looking to devour you, and if you get down with anything on this list, that could more than likely lead to your destruction. All right, be wary, be wise, have your eyes open all the time. Stay in the spirit, because this devil he's gonna come down with great wrath. He's gonna come down with, he's gonna come, lurking and try to get you any way he can. All right, so Lord willing, this lesson was edifying unto the elect. And I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Habakkuk, Shalom.